New to what? New to this channel. Make it fun for me. Well, hey, Charlie, how are you? How are you doing, buddy? Need to
Uh,
laugh right off the get-go. So,
that's
Rusty, good evening.
Good evening this time.
Mikey, good evening.
good evening, sir.
So, we had a week off.
Yep.
Had some, all of us had family stuff, which is important. So, we're
Yep.
back at it.
That's right.
So, how was,
You come back and your
You
dogs
want
are
me
still
to start?
yep, the dogs were still alive. Surprisingly, Cubs fish were still alive.
Oh, y'all didn't tell me fish.
We didn't think about it until I was on the way. We were on the way home, and I think we got into West Virginia, and I was like, "Cub, did anybody feed your fish?" And she went, "Oh no!" And she got home, and they were still alive. So her snails didn't make it. But anyway,
I'm here every day. I
Yep.
do this.
Y'all went to pick up pay?
we went. We went and picked her up, and then we went to Ohio. We had a couple high school. We had a nephew graduating high school, and another nephew graduating college.
Oh, cool.
It was a quick trip, but it was very eventful and fulfilling. What's up, Terry?
Hey, Terry.
So, speaking of pay,
Hi.
Hi.
Speaking of me, what?
he asked if we went to go pick you up, and I said, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she's in for the summer.
We made a walk.
So, Mikey, what's new at your end?
Well, hadn't been long. Got back from taking my brother-in-law to the doctor. He's progressing real well.
Good.
He's. I'm real pleased with how far he's come. Because he had this was major that he went through. But we're doing good. We're doing good here. It's got another doctor's appointment to take my mother-in-law to tomorrow, so we're doing that. But that's pretty much my life, doing things for other folks.
Yeah.
Oh, and I went to the doctor today myself, to the ortho this morning, and my other hand with the duplicate contracture, I don't know if y'all can see it there.
Okay.
I can't straighten out the hand. They're getting it worked up to do surgery. I already had this one done. Already had this one done, and it's doing great. You can see I can straighten it out and everything.
Right. Cool.
Yep.
Gorilla Glue can help you there.
What's that?
Gorilla Glue. That'll help you.
Straighten it out.
There you go. There you go. So,
Popsicle sticks. Gorilla glue. Faye makes. Man, Charlie Faye ain't making no money yet. She's costing me money. She's costing me money right now.
fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy, and corn.
That sounds good. That's my kind of keto diet.
Man, oh man.
Yeah. If only keto we could have that. But
Yeah, I haven't found a keto corn yet.
I haven't either. Although if you get the baby corn, it has way less carbs than regular corn.
Yeah. I mean, the cob's only that big, so.
Right. It's just, I got some in here. Hold on, because I use it sometimes with it on Thanksgiving.
Baby corn's a salad topping like croutons.
Yeah.
This is a 15-ounce can.
Okay.
So 1/5 of the can is 3 ounces, which is about 6 spears of corn. That's only 4 total carbs with 1 fiber and 3 net carbs. And all the carbs are coming from sugar, but that's not bad. I use this in making things like at Thanksgiving, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And it comes in real handy then.
Probably use the juice in the cornbread.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll take that and I'll grind it up. I'll grind it up real fine and put it in the cornbread dressing, and it'll give it better cornbread flavor. So it works.
Got it.
Hey, Scotty.
Yeah, he sent me a message. He had his coffee ready Sunday, and then we didn't do it. He forgot we weren't going live. So hopefully you got your coffee ready, Scotty. All right. So what do you got tonight, Mike? For our viewing pleasure.
I have leftover brisket.
What's that?
Yeah,
What's leftover
I never
brisket?
heard of leftover brisket.
yeah, like leftover anything. You know,
Like bacon. Leftover bacon? What's that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't.
I know not what leftover bacon is, but I'm gonna make Philly cheesesteak wraps.
Nice.
Got the low carb wraps.
So since you're using brisket, would it be a Georgia cheesesteak
Yeah,
or Stone Mountain cheesecake?
that'll work too.
Cheesesteak. Steak. I said cake.
We'll call it a Texas cheesesteak because they do the brisket out there.
Yeah, but you're in Georgia.
If I was using pork, we could definitely do say Georgia because we are pork king on for barbecue.
Yep.
That pork is the king.
Yep. But I mean, since South Carolina is far east Texas, you can be just East Texas.
Okay. All right. All right. That can work. I like it. I like that.
Or you can be far east and we're far east.
Well, you know what? We got a highway to run you right to Texas. Both of us.
Yep.
I-20 will take you straight there.
Yep.
We got an airplane that'll take you there too.
That's right.
So where did you get the brisket?
I found it at a meat store, just a butcher shop. Got a real good buy on it. It was reduced.
Was it a whole packer or just a flat or
A flat.
just a point? Okay.
Just a flat. Nice. I just laid one out for tomorrow. Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna cook one tomorrow, I think. I found this I don't know if you saw Malcolm Reed's video where he used the jarred barilla consomme.
Mm-hmm.
and ribs.
I've seen him do that. Yeah.
Well, we don't have Kroger close to us, so while I was in Ohio, I found we were right there, so of course we had to stop, and I found 2 jars. So I'm going to try that tomorrow on the brisket.
All right. Yeah,
I'll
you
probably
understand the Kruger.
I'll probably add it when I wrap. That way I get the good smoke and the bark and all that, and then when I wrap, I'll put it on and then use it as a dipping sauce.
Right. When you were in Ohio, you were in the land of Kroger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the home 20.
Kroger and Meyer.
Yep.
So I got to hit a Meyer and found some interesting seasonings and hot sauces I hadn't seen down here. So
And I'm really excited to get home and try mine.
they had the whiskey blends from Weber. They had a Fireball seasoning, of course, the Buffalo Trace, and a Southern Comfort.
All right.
So I got him the Fireball, and then they had hot sauces the same way, the same 3 flavors.
There you go.
So we'll try those out later on as we go.
I'm going to have to get me some wings tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can have some wings to do this weekend. If it doesn't rain like the
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what the forecast is for here. I haven't looked.
Well, you ain't too far away, so you probably get rain the day before we do.
If y'all are scheduled for rain, we probably are too.
Yeah, y'all are giving it to us.
Yeah, and Alabama gives it to us. Alabama and North Florida.
So how did you prepare your brisket?
I just
We're just gonna talk barbecue for the next
I
hour.
did a rub, just standard rub on it with with a little binder. I used mayonnaise as a little binder on it,
Okay.
and put it in there and good to go. And just let it cook.
Okay.
How long did it take?
Cook. I don't remember. I was kind of in a fog most of that day.
You know, I get like that where I start cooking, and unless I write the time down or I take a picture so I can look back, or I set the timer, I keep this right here. I don't ever know. I go by gut feel and by texture.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I did 2 racks of ribs a couple weeks ago. I didn't know how long it took. Here it was like 3.5 hours. So I looked back at the picture, but 3.5 hours, and they were. I went in 4 or 5 bones, picked them up, and they just bent, and they were gorgeous. They just started to crack. They didn't split, and I was like, "They're done."
That the video you did with the magic rub?
Yeah.
You had pig sickles. I love pig sickles.
Ooh-wee. Those were good.
I bet. So
Yeah.
what's you making tonight?
So tonight, I was scouring around trying to find something, and nothing sounded good. So the wife texted me and said, "We got these sliders in the freezer. Lay them out."
That'll work.
So we were at Sam's Club a while back and found this big pack of sliders. They're the prime beef steak burgers. I got them for under $13.
Wow.
And there's, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 18 of them, I guess. But anyway, yep. So she said, lay those out. So I thought, well, I will try to do a smash burger with them. See what happens.
Not better.
And then, what's up, James? And so we'll try that. I got my Cam Chef griddle plate down here.
Captain America. Yeah.
Captain America.
Okay.
I got you. And then
I'm gonna see if y'all remember this song.
I got my trusty Lodge cast iron griddle.
There you go.
Grill pan. We're going to do zucchini. It's kind of like a caprese stack kind of thing. I'm not sure what to call it, but you grill the zucchini, you put a sliced tomato on it, and then cheese. And then once the cheese is melted and toasty, you pull it off, you put pesto on it, or the balsamic glaze.
I'd go with the balsamic glaze because I'm not a big pesto fan.
And I know he's not either, but the wife is. So we'll make a few of them up and we'll see which we like better.
I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite.
But I do got to show this off. So my man surprised me, got me a ribbon brand.
Oh, look at that.
You got it. So we're going to put that to the test.
All right. That'll work, man. Look at that.
Yep.
Put it on there. Yeah.
So he just brought that over about, 30 minutes ago. And I was like, holy cow. So I'm like amazed. So we're going to heat it up and try to brand some stuff.
He had been cutting them out of tinfoil and the aluminum pans and stuff, trying to make them himself. And he see, and,
hey,
because May is Melanoma Awareness Month. That's why I'm wearing all black. So black is our ribbon color. So, but yeah, he surprised me with that. So we're gonna try to
stick it on there. Yeah. Hey, were you just gonna set it on the griddle to warm it?
that's what I told Teresa I was gonna do.
Yeah, I'll just. So.
Yeah, show your dedication. Brand yourself.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Yeah. Oh, now I got to tell you a story about dedication. Back when I was working food and all, me and a couple of fellows that I work with, we went to eat at Popeye's Fried Chicken, and we're standing there ordering, and this lady taking our order. Right coming down her arm here, she had chicken tattooed on her arm. And one of the guys looked at her and said, "Man, that's dedication." And she looked at him like, "Go to hell." Like,
Dang,
She lost a bet.
probably.
probably.
So Charlie, from what I've heard, or the points go to restaurants, and they turn it into corned beef versus flats, and I believe dog food, but I could be wrong, probably wrong. But I believe they go to restaurants and they turn it into corned beef. I have to put my hat on before I go outside. I have hats all over the place. I got bucket hats. I got to keep protected. Like
go.
we was in the car, and I was driving through Virginia because I was trying to help the wife out a little bit. It was nice. There was no traffic, so I was like, I'll drive a little bit. And I drove through Virginia, which is like an hour. And I looked down, and my hands were starting to get red because of the sun coming in through the window. It was like, oh, man. So I pulled my shirt down over my hands. I was like, you don't even think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tom's Food Factory. What's going on, buddy?
There.
Get to the point, Charlie. Ha! I hear you. All right. Well, I think we rambled on. Let's fire it up.
Let's fire it up.
So let's move some stuff around. The pesto and the Worcestershire.
What's your sister's sauce?
Yeah, everybody says it differently. I tell you what, I ain't done this in a week, and I had to how do I do this again? I did have a Blackstone I was supposed to season while I was up there, but we didn't get around to it.
Oh well.
My brother-in-law had bought one at Christmas time, and they hadn't seasoned it yet.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, let me slide these over here. But they're kind of fair weather, high heat. So, I always don't like this. So, zucchini, slice them about that thick.
Okay. So you want them round?
Rounds.
No. Okay.
Right. And then we'll probably do 2 tomatoes that same. So how do you like the drum, Mike?
I'm enjoying it. I'm still learning it, but I'm enjoying it. It's a work in progress. Me learning it. Look at here. Look at how good that came out.
Well, like we were talking earlier. Hey, Keto Simple, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Dustin?
So like we were talking earlier, and that's something that you hadn't cooked with before.
Right.
How is it being that's fine. How is it being the first time?
Well, that's my second.
Like a new to you bit.
That was my second go at it, and that was easier.
Okay.
I get more comfortable with it as I do it. And once I get comfortable, I'll try to do a video, but until then, I'm afraid to.
Hey, it is you're sitting on a gold mine of video opportunities as you're learning.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I don't want somebody to get scared off because I went and ruined something.
That's your thing. I was like, what in the world?
I'm getting there. It's getting there. Let's see if it'll make a little sizzle. Yep, got a little sizzle.
Let's see. So Rusty, what kind of cooks you been doing since I've been gone?
I haven't had any cooks. I got a couple coming up for this weekend. I've got 6 butts so far that I got to do for the Memorial Day weekend, and I got to order for 4th of July already.
Nice.
But on Monday, Tamara is off, and everybody at her work, you know, the office is closed, so they're having a pool party over at Sean's parents' house. And I've already got plenty of pulled pork in the freezer, but they got somebody that doesn't eat pork, so they want me to smoke a chicken, to have pulled chicken also. So I'll be doing that this weekend, so that they'll have chicken and pork for their pool party.
Okay. Mikey, you got any big plans for the Memorial Day weekend?
Nope, not much at all. We'll probably just be here. Not gonna do anything real big. I don't know if I'll cook anything big or not. I gotta figure it out.
Well, as soon as your friends and stuff find out, the neighborhood finds out you're cooking barbecue, then guess what?
Yeah, they'll be home. I'll be their best friend.
Yep.
You're gonna make a lot of new friends.
And what I find though is everybody will tell you it's really good, especially if it's free.
Oh yeah.
Not saying you don't make anything bad, but
If I'm gonna,
what's that?
if I do anything, it'll be probably Sunday that I cook it.
Okay.
But I gotta see what the weather is. I don't know what the weather is yet.
I got a neighbor. She's always like, "Hey, what are you cooking? I'd like to try that." I was like, "Yeah, I bet you would." You know, it's like they're always coming down looking for free food.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna cook? What you gonna cook? You gonna cook You already got food out to cook, right?
Yeah, I got a brisket flat laid out right now to cook. Hey, Tom, check that out. A little bit of my Bayou Bear. Right there in the other one.
Yeah. I'm gonna use.
Let's see.
What else these original on this.
Oh, nice. It's original. I mean, that's just good stuff right there.
Yeah, you can't beat it. It works with everything. I ain't found a thing it doesn't work with.
And it's like the base for all his other seasonings.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of where he just goes after that.
I'm enjoying using it, that's for sure.
While we eat,
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy dinner.
Okay.
Bye,
Making
Chris.
dinner.
Okay.
We'll let that go.
All right. Get a little color on these. A little translucent.
wasn't quite hot enough yet.
No, I jumped the gun. Imagine that. You know, I do that.
Got another can of spray in the house or something?
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
just we'll be all right.
Sure.
Hey, Lee
Yeah,
and Rusty, I got an idea. Tell me if you think I'm crazy.
you're crazy.
Okay.
You're going to join the South Carolina or the Georgia Barbecue Association?
No, I'm too
You got
cheap.
2 cups under your belt. You're ready to go pro.
Yeah.
Cheap to pay dues. But I got an idea for making a hash browns.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm full of it or not. I want to use the hearts of palm mash. Put an egg in it. Put some cheese down on the mini dash, and then lay it on there once the cheese starts bubbling a little bit, and top it with cheese, and then let her cook, and then bring it off.
Okay. So you're going to kind of make it like a chaffle.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it'll be a I mean that's designed to be like a hash brown. I mean, mashed potatoes. The mash is hearts of palm mash. So
Yeah.
But if you like crispy hash browns, you need to really make sure you get the moisture out of it, because those usually come in either the cans or the jars, and there's a lot of moisture. So squeeze them out on paper towels to help get rid of a lot of the moisture.
Yep. And you probably have to stack them and soak them,
yeah,
like you plate on them. What is it?
so
Tofu? You
I
said?
can buy it pre-made, and it comes out when it comes out, it's pretty dry. It doesn't have a lot of moisture in it, and I'm thinking I could even put like a little protein powder in there to absorb some of the remaining moisture.
Well, I had used the hearts of palm lasagna noodles to make that lasagna that one time,
Right.
and I drained those and patted them dry with paper towels, and there was still a lot of liquid, like a lot of liquid that cooked out of it. So it'd almost be to go that route. Use like the lasagna noodles. That way you can cut them in strips, like or like Waffle House hash brown.
Right.
So like strips, and then you can toast them in the oven. You can lay them out on a cookie sheet, toast them, just to help dry them out.
Right.
Like as low as your oven will go for a half an hour or so, just to pull the moisture out, and then dice them up or slice them up. What do they call it?
Julian.
Juliana.
Yeah.
And first batch of fermented pickles. Ooh,
That's a good idea.
the bud flies. How you doing?
I'll have to show y'all what I'm talking about. That comes already mashed and already in a mash.
I've seen what you talking about, because I got them beside the rice.
Right. Exactly.
The hearts of palm rice, whatever.
Well, no, that's rice is there, but this is the mash. I think
Yeah,
I got.
Yeah.
Let me go get it.
Life's Magical Journey. How you doing? Hope everyone's well. We're doing good. We're doing good. Blessed beyond means, that's for sure. More than I deserve. Oh.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It's already mashed.
Right. A lot of places don't carry that one.
No, I have to get that on Amazon.
Okay.
It's nowhere near as watery as cauliflower mash, and about the same amount of carbs. So, figure what the heck. Alrighty, and now it's time for some brisket.
Now we're getting some heat cranking.
Yeah. little crust starting on that one.
Yep.
Mike, I got a funny story for you that happened yesterday.
All right.
I was coming home from work, and my wife called me. She said,
Oh, wait. Before you get started, ask him about the cicada patch around Georgia.
"Oh, yeah, do you have a bad problem with the cicadas around your house yet?"
No, but we have a few, but not a bad problem.
Well, we've got an extremely bad problem. We've got both the 13 and the 17-year broods coming out at the same time.
Oh Lord.
So, I mean, we've got millions of them. And
Wow.
my yard has been ridiculously high on the grass because of all the rain we've had.
Right.
And my son went out cutting the grass yesterday, and something he found out the hard way, the vibrations and the sounds of a lawnmower, pretty much any machinery, agitate the cicadas and attract them. So he was out cutting the grass, and it looked like the cartoon The Peanuts whenever Pigpen walks around with that big cloud of dirt and dust around him. I mean, they were just swarming around him. And my wife called me, and she was telling me she was standing at the front door watching him out the storm door, just laughing her butt off. And she was telling me, what was going on. I'm figuring she was exaggerating because she's scared of the cicadas. If she sees 2 or 3 of them, then that's a swarm.
Yeah, that won't hurt you.
No, not at all. But I got home, and my lawnmower was just sitting in the middle of the front yard. The yard wasn't done yet. And Tommy, my son, was in the living room whenever I walked in. And he was telling me, he said, I got to take a break. He said, they're attacking me. And I'm sitting here thinking that they're joking. And he said that he couldn't do it anymore. He's just tired of all the bugs on him. So I went out and got on the lawnmower. I was frustrated because I told him to get the lawnmower done before I got home from work.
Uh-huh.
I get there on the lawnmower and I start cutting the pieces that he missed. And it didn't take 5 minutes, and I had 30 of those things all over my body. They were on my shirt, in my hair, on my arms, legs, all over the lawnmower. And I stood up and put my arms down, looking at him. I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. And so I got back on the lawnmower, started cutting the grass, and I went underneath. I got a pine tree in my front yard that has real low-lying branches.
Uh-huh.
And I went underneath them, and the branches swiped my face and hit my glasses, knocked my glasses off, and I ran over my glasses with the lawnmower.
Oh Lord.
I could not find my second pair of glasses. I got a backup pair. Me and my wife looked everywhere, could not find them. I had to call my boss and say, look, I can't go to work tomorrow because I can't drive because I don't have my glasses. And believe me, I can barely see with them on. You don't want me driving a car without them.
True story.
So I got up this morning, went to the eye doctor. They opened at 8:30, and had my son drive me there. I got there right as soon as they opened up. I didn't have any appointment or anything. I'm just hoping that they can see me. I brought in the only part of my glasses I could find were my lenses, so I had them in a Ziploc bag, and I brought them in, and one of them was chopped in half. I mean, it was bad. And I said, look, and I explained to them what happened, and they started laughing. And they said, you will not believe how many people have come here and knocked their glasses off of their face, swiping at the cicadas. And we've had to order new glasses for hundreds of people.
Wow.
But I sat down, I had my eye exam, and ordered my new glasses. They were freaking almost $500.
Yeah.
And then I told them, they said it'd be 2.5 to 3 weeks. And I said, I can't wait 3 weeks to go back to work. I said, is there not anything that you can do? And then they said, oh, by the way, there's a new glasses place here with a lab inside. And I have a special need on one of my lenses called a prism to help fix my vision.
Right.
And I asked them about the prism, and they said, yeah, this particular lab does have the right equipment. And so I went over there after I left my eye doctor. I got 2 pairs of glasses for freaking $80.
Wow.
With my right prescription and the prism and everything. Now, they're little cheap metal frames, and the lenses are plastic, but they work great. So I got these cheap glasses to last me for 2.5, 3 weeks till my good ones come in.
There you go.
But I had to, and I was able to go back to work by 12 o'clock. I went to my eye doctor, had the exams and everything, then went across town and got the other glasses made and I was still at work by 12 o'clock today.
Oh, wow. Hey, I see it the way I see it. As long as you can see, those good glasses.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny. They waited until I spent $500 on their glasses to tell me I can go over there and get a pair for $80.
Not surprised though.
But if you hear people say that the cicadas attack them while they're cutting the grass, they really do.
I believe it. All right, let me get my wraps here.
I hadn't had that problem. Of course, I hadn't been home to cut the grass either.
I don't cut grass anymore. I got a guy. Matter of fact, he comes this Friday. I got to remember to put him in checkout.
I got a guy too, but he only cut half the front yard yesterday.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, that's funny. Let me get it started. Put this on. I can wrap her up. Becky did it. Better way of doing that. Yes, we do it.
These might be the best smash burgers I think I've made.
The best?
I think so.
There you go. I ain't
And it would have to be on the keto show.
There you go. I ain't surprised. 'Cause you good.
Well, the thing is, they're already shaped and formed, round and everything.
Yeah.
They're not balls.
I mean, these are just sliders that I'm just pressing out. So yeah, those are looking good.
Excellent.
A lot bigger than the zucchini bun.
Zucchini bun.
Yeah, make the zucchini with the tomato and cheese and stuff, and then put the slider on it.
Oh, I wasn't going to, but we could do that.
Oh, I thought that's what those were for. I thought those were
No.
buns for your sliders.
No. But look, spin that one around. I did get one ribbon to work.
There you go.
I got one,
That's proof of concept.
so it will work.
Yep. That's proof of concept right there. You know it'll work. Now all you got to do is work out the fine tuning.
Yeah, Mama's not going to care about a smash burger. So I saw the dude in. Where did he go? How's the dude doing?
Hey, dude. Didn't know you came in. Good to see you.
Yep, I was occupied. I missed the dude coming in.
I'm not ignoring the chat. I can't see it.
What strange and unusual tale? Oh, Rusty's? Yeah. Cicada mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. That's funny.
I don't know.
There's so many cicada recipes going around Facebook and TikTok now.
Hey.
Me and Lee went fishing a week ago or so, and we were picking cicadas off of our shirts and stuff and using them as bait while we were fishing.
Yeah.
They make great bait.
Well, the problem that we ran into, though, was because there's so many around, as soon as they hit the water, they were dead. They were stuck. So the fish were eating them and not what we had on bait.
Yeah. You cut off my stove on the meat, on the cheese steak. On my
So, Mike, I want to hear more about your about this drum you're cooking on.
Well, I got this good buddy who lives in South Carolina who he gifted me this drum. And that rascal looks like R2D2.
C3PO.
I mean, that's right, C3PO. My bad. I don't know what I'm thinking.
You
out.
said that. I'm looking over here. I thought R2 was right here.
I know. I'm crazy. But and he made it himself, and he gifted it to me, and I am very grateful to that. And it is working really well for me. And that
Yeah,
will
that's what I wanted to hear is how you're cooking on it and what your thoughts are compared to what you've done before.
Well, the only smoking I've done before is on a pit. Never used any kind of a smoker other than a homemade pit. And so I'm not really well versed in it. I'm kind of learning as I go because this is a drum. So that's I'll get the hang of it.
Do you have any questions?
Not at the moment. Everything's kind of coming together. When I start doing, I'm doing stuff that's not, I'm not worried about it necessarily burning or anything. Like I did a pork butt and this brisket, and it worked out. But when I get to like a turkey,
Okay.
that's where I'm probably gonna have questions because I don't want it to cook too fast. I don't want it to cook too slow because I don't want the outside. That's a thick bird. It takes a time to do it, and I just want to make sure that I don't mess up.
Yep.
I'll
Once you nail a smoked turkey, you won't go back to any other way.
Yeah, my brother and I built a pit years ago. I think he still uses it. I hadn't been down to use it in quite a while, but I think he still uses it. And it was a cinder block pit, and you could put like 40 turkeys on it.
Okay.
And it was right there in his backyard, and we had a nice setup, and that's the only kind of smoking I have ever done, where it was already, it was a smoker that we built. Had a flue on it, chimney pipe with a flue. We put a steel plate on top and rigged a pulley system with a big old pine log to do the counterweight with, and it worked out great. Y'all see these things? They're turning out great.
I kind of geek out on all the smoker stuff, and
So, this is a whole different kind of smoking for me, but I'm going to get there. That's for dang.
well, so if you see anybody cooking like a video or whatever, and they're using a Weber Smoky Mountain, it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the only difference is the Smoky Mountain has a water pan. And you have a heat deflector.
Heat deflector. Yes.
That's the only difference. Most of them use the water pan as a heat deflector.
That makes
Or a
sense.
heat sink, and they put like sand
Right.
in it. Yeah.
What are those rocks called? Lava rocks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like you see in the bottom of a gas grill.
Yeah.
Them things ain't cheap either.
I'm getting some grill marks. You can't see it, but I'm getting some grill marks on my zucchini, so I'm going to flip them over and lay a slice of tomato on top. Or Rusty's going to lay a slice of tomato on top.
There you go. Put Rusty to work.
I'm going to cut the tomatoes in half.
Yeah, these are a lot bigger than.
Oh wait, you don't like tomatoes?
No, not at all.
But I'm making him work anyway.
There you go.
Steven, what's up, my brother?
Hey, Steven.
Steven says, "Hey, what's up?"
Hello, buddy. Cutting these nasty tomatoes right now.
Cicadas in the freezer. No cicadas. Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't got into the whole. At least Keto Tom didn't say it looked like Spock. Yeah, if he'd have said that 3PO looked like Spock, I think I would have fell over. Smoking turkeys for 15 plus years. Yeah, you can't go wrong with smoking. Well, I take it back. You can go wrong.
Yes, you can. You can mess one up and they eat real easy. And I have.
Yeah. I've made some that weren't that great, but they were still better than a lot of the fried ones that I've had.
Yep. Now, I like a fried turkey, but I really prefer smoked.
And way better than any oven turkey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Way, way better.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
I'm not gonna subject Rusty to this torture of fingering the tomatoes.
When I do all my turkeys at Thanksgiving, I probably sell just as many fried as I do smoked. Fried turkeys are just so popular here in South Carolina.
Well, you give me a quick time. It's one of those that, like, I remember when the fried turkeys first came about and everybody was getting them and doing them, and they're like, man, this is awesome. And you would get somebody that could do it,
yep.
and you would get somebody that couldn't.
Yep.
And that one that couldn't ruined you.
Yes, indeed. Now, I'm going to tell you one I've had, and it is really good. And it's store-bought. It came from Popeyes.
Popeyes?
Yeah, fried turkey from Popeyes. It was really good.
Bojangles does it every year. Bojangles Cajun fried turkeys are really good.
Yeah, my wife, that word Cajun will scare her right away. All right, let me put some of this on there.
Oh, Tom's Food Factory. I found some of that Barilla yard stuff we were talking about a couple weeks ago that Malcolm Reed used. I did find me some, so that'll be coming. That video will be coming. It's somewhere I just lost. There it is. The old Rachel Ray lid fits wonderful on top of a size. On top of this skillet. Completely blank. I blanked out.
Let me do this.
The rest of these I'm just going to make regular for the wife I have this week.
All
So
right.
what did you got for the weekend? Anything?
It depends upon the weather.
Yep. Okay. I think we already talked about that. But
Yeah, it'll be that way for me too. All
yeah.
right. There she is, folks. Could be cheesier, but you know, what the heck.
Hey, that looks wonderful.
Let's see if I can find my phone. I have set it down somewhere and I have no idea where.
It's gonna frozen.
It won't be for long.
Pull out the ones that are not.
All right. Let's do this picture.
You don't want her smashed.
Well, she's going to eat them throughout the week, so
Oh, okay.
not all of them need to be smash burgers.
All right. So there it is. Let me take another one.
All right. Ooh, cheese is melting all right. That's good. That's good.
put a little bit of water in there for steam. We've got
All right, there we go.
everything out of the water.
I got some Patty Joe water.
There you go. Patty Joe. Water.
Not only is it good for cleaning cast iron, keeping you hydrated, but it's also a good steamer.
There you go. I love it. Let me get a plate going here.
Get the sizzle.
Oh,
There we go. Patty Joe water. Right there. Oh, let's see. Where are we at on comments? Rusty, where are we at on comments?
I can't see it.
Trumpet Master, how you doing, buddy?
hey, Trumpet. TM, good to see you.
The Spider Huntsman grill? I did. I had seen that. That's pretty cool. So Spider grills, you might not know, they make a pellet accessory that you can add to your Weber kettle. Well, now they came out with their own grill. It's like a 22-inch. Pretty sweet looking. I
They
believe,
got the Weber 37-inch on sale at Home Depot for $3,000.
yeah. Since a bad smoked turkey is better than a good deep fried, it depends on how bad a smoked it is. That one full, put the frozen turkey up. Yeah,
That was just for the video. Like,
I think that was just for video. I don't think he actually was that. Well, I mean, you had to be that dumb to even. Spider-Man has a grill.
Captain America got one.
All caps. Charlie. Captain America.
Yeah. Patty Joe water.
Patty Joe Water. Grilling dude. All right, now we're caught up. So we're finishing up here. This is melted up good and nice. Let's see if we can get a little toasty. A little.
Coming back. I'm folks fed.
So now I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to try to toast up the cheese.
Uh-huh.
And I got my new tool, my new toy.
Uh-oh. We done got us
Doesn't want to like.
an inferno maker. You try to make it out down.
Doesn't want to like. There we go. There's some toasted action. Just getting the cheese toasted. Well, that's working real good. Oh, man. What's going on, Rusty?
Y'all go ahead and eat in there.
the guy at work quit. Well, he went down to part-time, which means he quit. And so they got me lined up to go to Raleigh, Durham area in Fayetteville next week.
Which is pretty far away for you.
Yeah, 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
Favorable?
Yeah. All right. Let's pull these off.
All righty. So, get my fork.
I know the dude always tells me he can't see a white plate, but that's okay because these are just coming. Where do I put my special? Behind me.
Yeah, on the burger plate.
Imagine that. I lost.
All righty.
You can get a bun. You can give me a bun and a. So this one was a little bit too thin.
You can fire the sous chef.
Well, I can't I can't officially eat that because then he's going to want unemployment.
Sometimes this is my sous chef Mike.
See, if mine wants unemployment, we're in trouble.
I hear that.
Can you grab in the very back, along the back wall, there's that black plate.
The board.
Yeah.
Tom says, "What are those, Lee?"
Just a second, I'll show you. They are. I saw it. It came across my feed last night on something. I forget what, but that one just fell apart. We need to cook them a little bit, cut them thicker next time.
Let me see if I can get a report on how these are. Go ahead, Lee.
But this is what it is. So it's zucchini grilled, and then when I flipped them, I put a slice of tomato, and then 5 blended Italian cheese, and then I've got some of the glaze and pesto. So I'm going to put pesto on a couple, glaze on a couple, and see what we like better. So yeah.
Let's see if I can get a report for y'all on how this tastes and let y'all see them. Smile, you on camera.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Paige.
Hello.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I am great eating this fantastic
Hey, Lee.
dinner.
Bill says, "Hey, Lee."
Today.
And that's my brother over there.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law, Bill.
Run out of space. Let me move this over.
So they are happy. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Delicious. Not good.
So that makes me happy. When I get thumbs up, 2 thumbs up from both of them, I'm good to go.
All right. Well, good. See, I'm doing more. This is why I always have you do stuff. Because I get quiet when I'm trying to do 2 things at once.
I can board them up.
Okay. Now, let's put a little bit of, put that on this one. Put the glaze. All right. Get a little bit of pesto. And then the burger, we can go. Oh, I'm still toasting the bun. Yeah, the bun's still toasting. I was like, go ahead and do that. Mm. So I think this Sunday morning, one or both of the kids, the girls' boyfriends are cooking.
Okay.
I don't know for sure if one or both. The one is very nervous.
They'll serve him right. It'll make him feel good in the end.
Well, like I was like, you're going to have to learn to cook, whether it's for my daughter or not.
Yep.
You're going to have to learn to cook sometime. And he was
That's
like, oh, I can heat up mac and cheese. And I was like, you can go. But he burns ramen.
How do you burn ramen?
I don't know.
Lord.
Oil the water out and leave the noodles in a dry pot.
That's about it.
Steven's gone full Terry. How did you water? Okay, so I'm not that far behind.
No, we're good.
Hello, everybody.
I used to tease my wife she could boil hot dogs and burn the water.
It took me a little while to get this regular torch. I didn't tell the wife what it was for, so you know.
Well, how are you taking up welding on the side?
OMG. That looks actually good. Thank you, Tom. Bachelor food. This is the kind of stuff you would see on The Bachelor trying to impress the ladies. And I'm doing it in my garage. Just saying.
There you go.
This is good enough. We got to get on with the show. Slice of pepper jack, maybe? What do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Get a little bit of this and try it. Oh my God. Yep, good.
You like your cheesesteak?
I do. Boy, howdy is that good.
The Georgia cheesesteak?
Yep. They were East Texas brisket. And this weekend we'll see some Far East Texas brisket.
Hey, you got pulled pork coming, right?
Well, I've actually still got some in the fridge. I'm gonna do one on that too. I'm gonna try this cheesesteaks with pork and see how they taste. I think they'll taste just as good that way.
Just saying, egg rolls. Mwah.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
And I know egg rolls aren't technically keto, but they are low carb.
They are when you use low carb tortillas as an egg roll wrapper.
Those are harder to roll.
True. Hard to get them tight, but that's okay. I can live with a loosely rolled egg roll.
Egg roll in a bowl.
Egg roll in a bowl. I've done that many times.
So
Yes, sir.
that one actually showed up.
Look at that. I like that. Oh yeah.
Now, I hadn't got this far. What do I want to put on top of that?
Mayonnaise.
I didn't bring none of that out.
I can go get it. Mustard, ketchup, anything on here?
I'll tell you what. Let's just go simple. Splash a little Worcestershire on it.
There you go.
Oh, no. I almost pulled Rusty. Took the cap off.
Oh,
Took the cap off. And just do a little bit of, just a little bit there. And we'll top it off. Hear the crickets? No, I hear cicadas.
Well, I got a cicada story for you. This was years ago. I was walking my dog, Buddy, and the cicada kept buzzing him. I mean, just buzzing him all around his head. And he got tired of it, and he just reached out and grabbed it with his mouth in mid-flight. And you could hear that buzzing it inside his mouth. And I said, Buddy, spit that out. Man, that thing's buzzing in your mouth. All of a sudden, you hear crunch. Ooh, yeah.
I can't get much closer without catching my shirt on fire.
I like that. There you go. So I heard crunch. He bit down on it, and he looked up at me like, you still hear it?
All right. Well, that was pretty good. I mean, under an hour.
Yeah. Time for you to taste test that.
All right. Well, you'll eat the burger. You won't eat this.
Right.
I want to try this caprese thing first.
There you go.
Mmm. It doesn't have the firm texture that I would want from the zucchini.
Right.
So this batch I might flip earlier
Right.
and not worry so much about the griddle marks. How's the smash burger?
This is really good. It's real moist. The Worcestershire sauce. I love Worcestershire sauce. And I'll sit down in a pot with Worcestershire sauce and butter, and I'll boil onions and mushrooms in it and put it on my burgers, on my steak. I mean, I just love it.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to try one with the pesto. Mmm. The pesto gives it a nice, vibrant kick. Mmm. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's good.
So now I'm going to try.
So, when you cook East Texas brisket cheesesteak, and sliders and caprese salad in an hour or less.
A grilled, we can call it like a griddled caprese stack.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah.
I don't know what to call it. When I saw it on Facebook, I didn't see a name. I think it was Facebook. Might have been Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest a lot. I get a lot of things from that.
Mm-hmm.
Now this goes really, really good on the burger.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, so now I'm going to use a little more Patty Joe water. Get a little steam in action.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm glad you thought of that.
Yeah.
He'll melt in no time flat now.
This guy, I tell you what, every now and then, that's why I keep him around. Every now and again, he has a good idea.
Yeah, that's me. But then again, the way I see it, I have one every now and then too. But then again, a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
That is true.
And even a broke clock's right twice a day. So I guess Rusty and I can have a bright idea every now and then.
Every now and again.
I tell you what, if this, I'm gonna try my idea for making a truffle hash brown,
Yeah.
and if it works, you gonna be seeing that next week.
That's your $1 million idea.
Yep, I'll be putting it out there.
Well, I'll tell you what. We need an idea for next Wednesday.
Rusty, what you think?
Palmini hash browns. Make that the requirement. You have to use a palmini and something palmini, and you have to make hash browns.
All right, that works. That works. I like it. That'll be real good. Excellent idea.
Yeah, that'll work. Look at that. I'm liking this torch.
Good. It's putting a
Problem
bite on that cheese, huh?
I used half the tank taking out fire ants.
Well,
This
yeah.
batch I'll be better because I didn't cook the zucchini as long. Yeah, man, look at that.
Now, will the missus eat that?
Yeah, she'll like this.
Okay, good.
She's the one that got me turned on to the caprese salads.
Okay.
Because I used to not ever eat them.
I'm gonna make that. What you just made. I'm gonna make it.
Simple, man. Simple. We'll just put one right there. Oh, that was that. It even came with the cheese.
Okay.
And the grill pan worked really well because it kept it up off the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Check that out.
I love it.
Wish I liked tomatoes. Those look good enough to eat.
Well,
You don't know until you.
Oh, I do know about raw tomatoes. Now, I can eat tomatoes in a spaghetti sauce or pizza sauce or soups or stews because they're cooked and there's no acid left in it. But a regular raw red tomato, I can't eat them. I can eat fried green tomatoes, but they don't have the same acidity level as the red ones do.
Add a little black pepper to it. Bum, 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 bum. Well, Mike, I think I'm just going to finish making these burgers and dinner and take it into the wife, so
all right.
we don't have to sit here and watch me fumble over, light myself on fire.
There you go. All right, folks. Well, Rusty, tell us what the 2 rules of cooking are.
Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have a great week, guys.
Have a great week.
Y'all take care out there.